these golf courses, when I hit a golf ball, before I hit it, I already knew where it had to land for it to end up where I want. Let's say right by the flag. I already knew by looking up there which way it was going to kick, all that instantly. So when I hit a golf shot, let's just say if you watch the PGA Tour the last few weeks, every year in the FedEx, they give them ideal condition golf courses. Right? There is an ideal condition golf course. All right, one where when the balls hit, they don't go more than a yard. They don't go more than 2 feet. That's on drivers and irons. Now, here's what people don't get. That is them setting it up tee to green as hard as possible for a pro. Because everybody thinks when they set these things up hard and fast, while it's hard to keep it in control and hard to keep it, and these things run forever, it's actually very hard for them to play the golf course, but they all got fucking nothing in the green because they run for fucking ever. Now, same thing on the green. Now it's where I got to hit this just over the fringe so it don't go. They're not struggling because when it comes to the next shot going in the green, they can throw a dart, and if it's a fucking 4-iron or a 7-iron, it doesn't matter. They can. All right. That's what your whole motor coach. You, since day one of golf, that's all you was trying to learn. All right, now, fix it to pull up. I'm going to show you them. So, anyway, I'm on the range doing these things, and they just consistently, one after I'm waiting for it to fuck up and fail. It never did. So, one day I start videoing. I don't even know what to video. I knew from address to impact, irrelevant. There's a drill of me starting at impact and going anyway. Hold on. Now, what I did was I videoed every possible angle there was. Anyway, any possible angle there was, and I just videoed. And I'm sitting there. I hit I can't even count how many golf balls. But every time the ball stopped moving, it was right where I wanted it. So naturally, you want to figure out what that is, your brain's going, what's the key? That's the key. Position. Alright. What's not the key? This thing is the butt. It's not going up this arm, going up this arm. It's alright. If I'm hanging back, if I'm on top of it, it didn't. The thing about it is this position, whether I'm hanging back or turn. All right, here's that, me turning my body a bunch. It's still, that be the club. What people think left arm aligned. I found that if I had it right arm aligned coming through, okay, optimum is neutral to the pivoting 12 vertebrae and thoracic and shoulders and all, okay. And the head not the head this way, the head, your head, looking down your arms. Every other sport, golf coming in, your head's looking down your arms. No matter, okay, the face could look any way possible. Did not fucking matter. I could have the face, I could have the toe twirled to the ground. The ball faded. I want you to think why. All right, it came to me like that. Now, from any position I videoed, so I had all this video of me just out, just balls and balls and balls and balls and balls and balls. I had to clear I knew that nothing mattered. Really, even impact. I knew at impact is when everything started. How I actually found it. Everybody click pause, click pause. I could click pause. Now, I could have the club between the whatever. It could be up high, it could be lowered. It wasn't, oh, it had to be crossed my knee. It always had to do with something to do with a distance from impact to kind of there. But the moral of the story is when you got there, that's both sides. That's neither winning or losing, number one. That if it was more, you see a lot of baseball hitters and they're like this, bowed, right. It looks like a straight left arm, but the right's curled. Baseball hitter. All right. Just like a tennis player comes up and the handle's here, and then he hits it, and it would be neutral. Just like if you had a club coming through, it wouldn't be closer to this one or that. When you're going that way, you're going downrange. When you're going this way, you're not going downrange. So that's why that works better. If it was here, anywhere in this little triangle quadrant right here, as long as that thing was kicking that way, you're good. Optimum would, but when you hit it with your arm lines and things that are going to play golf, you set up for that position to be achieved. Now, that breaks down on any golf shot you got, any swing need, any swing size, anything. It is where you are after, and you will repeat. If you repeat that stop image, that golf ball is going to repeat, and that's when you have tried to figure out from here to that. Listen to what the fuck I'm saying, because all right. The reason you fight it, when I waggle off the ball, you go in one piece. Your loop is a waggle. Your loop's not letting that happen. The waggle allows that to happen. Every time, every time, every time, every time, every time. What I'm doing from here to there, shooting a basketball, I put this to everything else. All of a sudden, I can make shot after shot after shot. I went from a guy who'd shoot it and it bounced off to where a guy, I was either making it every shot or it was hitting the rim almost so dead. The perfect arch, all of it was like, okay, I get it. I could not tell you where I read this or saw it. Some guy did a deal on Motor Cortex, and it's really your spinal engine, and it's really your spine, brain, body. It's all wanting to know where we're gonna be. We know we got to release it. We know from there, with all the G-force and all the things that's on your body, it's what you're doing from impact to get to there. You may be like this at impact, but you better get to there. Now, you will find you're not going to be this way at impact and getting to there. What you're going to find is your brain, you're just getting to there. All right? And all of a sudden, Broderick tells me you're trying to play senior stuff and you're looking for 20 more yards. It's right there. The reason you're all over the fucking place, our motor cortex and it's about where we there. I don't even know how to explain it's that, and all of a sudden, putting may be just you got putts of all different lengths, so your there is different. That's the cool. That's how it should be, because it teaches you that you're all different length golf. You know, you may have a chip that only goes to here, but you're gonna that there is back to there. It's not this. Neutral. And I don't know what to call it other than neutral. All the shit you've ever done. Now, what I did was I went and looked at all golf shots that hold out, went in the hole, did what people want. Even golf shots that hit over here and spun this way because they were playing the ground right. That's the part you teach people, is how to commit to, I see this slope like this, I'm going to hit this golf ball in there and let the ground do its job. When you become that player, you become unfucking beatable. Because you're using everything at your disposal. And now all of a sudden you're aim small, you've got a humongous, for instance, the par 3 at TPC where they throw it way up to the right and they'll feed it. Now instead of you having to hit, you're trying to hit a spot this big, they're hitting a spot that's 5,000 square feet. They got to hit that though for that to happen. That, fade, draw, hook, whatever shots you want, backspin, no backspin, whatever you want, that's got to happen. That was, that's what, when you watch my daughter, she hits that. She's here. She's folded arms. They pop out, and she gets there. Boom. Impact is somewhere before that. That position rules everything. Throwing, kicking, catching, playing, shooting, hard, soft, it don't make a shit. Bow and arrows, when you let go, what you do from there to there, I watch these. How you do that dictates, because if you do this wrong, let go of it wrong way, it affects the fly of the arrow. Not this. Darts. It's not the back and to this. It's not here to the release point. It's not even release point. It's because we're free will intent. Because when you get it,